there were probably many talks or even podcasts talking about or predicting the death of the data warehouse. Yet, I guess it still exists. So what's your take on that? Why is that still the case?
Mainly, it's back to basics. If we look at the basics from a transactional system, like an operational system standpoint, where you are modeling your data for input transactions. In the database world, you will call it a normal form, like what normal form is your database in, and you optimize it for the thing that it's supposed to do. This is back to the original problem, right? Those systems, when you want to do aggregated monthly reports with averages per department divided by year and year to date, those systems, you kill them with the query, right? Because they were not optimized for it. So that's why the trend of taking the data out, modeling it in a more normalized way so that you can select data with thousands of rows, millions of rows, maybe more in one query, and it will be fast for the user, right? That's the original problem. That's why data warehouses started. And then the additional thing of, oh, I also want to join it with other types of data that I have in my finance system. And then you have the whole scenario for the data warehouse. Has that problem disappeared now? Maybe a little bit with APIs. Maybe you get data in a different way, but it's still kind of the same. The problem is still there. And then we have to look at what should be the solution. The basics of the solutions, even like technology agnostic, is still the same. It's just what you call it. And different technologies like to call it different things because then it seems new, but it's actually quite a lot of the same, in my opinion.
I would totally agree. It's not only still relevant, it's basically still one-to-one the same, right? So as I mentioned, I'm in this game for quite some time. And if I recall where I started, even within this time frame of, let's say, 15 years, I'm through the third iteration of technologies now. But we are doing the same things, right? So first it was some kind of on-prem database server. Then I did a cloud database server. Then we moved to parallel processing engines. Now we are at the lakehouse. And all of this is fine. The compute engines or the tooling, as we said, has become better and it has changed. And now there's different technological approaches on how I want to actually modify the data. Again, going back to the end goal, how do I get data from the operational sources to my data consumers where they actually need it in a quality and timely manner? The question is still the same. The approach is still the same. It's very much extremely similar to what we are doing from the start.